Everybody, it's Lance with the Ride Lance, and today I am taking the Beagle out, the new Puckipuppy Beagle, on a commuter trail, because Puckipuppy says this is a fat tire commuter bike. I have a commuter trail that takes a lot of people to work. We're going to ride it, and it's going to go past Great America Amusement Park, Levi Stadium, and we're going to try and end up at the south end of the San Francisco Bay. So we're starting off in a park here. See? Trail starts over there and it goes down that way and follows a creek. So let's get this off the rack and let's get it going. Always the most important stop before, during, and after a ride: the restroom. Let's go. All right. Now this trail does go back behind me probably about another mile, but there's just no parking down there. It just ends at an intersection like this. So we're going to start here. So I don't know if you can see it way off in the distance. You can just see part of Levi Stadium. And this is the first time I've ridden down this trail, so I really don't know what to expect. I looked it up on Google Maps. It shows pretty much a straight shot to the South Bay. I'm going to try and get to the South Bay. If I don't end up there, I apologize, but I'm going to try and get there. But yes, we are on the Puckipuppy Beagle today. And as you can see, I replaced the bars. I'm in a nice upright riding position now. Put my favorite 3.5 inch rise bars on it to get into a more upright riding position. And I tell you what, it's like 100% better. It's just a much more comfortable riding position. I'm not sure why all these e-bike companies insist on having the low handlebars where everybody always has to be hunched over. I know some people like that, but I'm betting most people rather ride in a more upright, comfortable riding position. So our first stop, not really a stop, but if you see this building right over here, the white roof, this funky looking construction, that's, if you're into AI, that's NVIDIA. I believe that building is where they're doing a lot of the AI research and development. But that building, I remember when it was being built, it's shaped like a honeycomb. It's just really funky looking. Now my regular job, I'm a facility engineer and I take care of buildings. I tell you what, this is one building I don't want to take care of. It just looks like a mechanical nightmare. Now, I watched a presentation on this when it was being built, and they said their objective was to get 90% natural light. That's why you see all the windows. And it's supposed to be a smart building, so it uses less power, but I don't know. I have my reservations. But anyways, we're going to see where this trail goes, where it takes us, what other things we might see. Still going to insist on coming into my lane. right, so the Puckipuppy Beagle 2. Commuter bike, commuter fat tire bike. And we got it on a commuter trail. Oh, here's something else. I'll show you this real quick. This is just one of many in this area right here. These are those cloud computing data centers. If you look, how many generators they have to, backup generators they have to have. Now this is just one building. There's one over there, there's a few more down there, and there's a few more down there. They've just, in this area right here, they have just gone crazy with cloud computing because it's gearing up for all this AI, which I'm still not so sure is a good idea. You know, thoughts of the Terminator come to my mind. Oh, but anyways. So what about this Puckipuppy Beagle 2? Like I said in the first video, if you're looking for a budget fat tire commuter bike, it's got 750 watt motor, it's got hydraulic disc brakes, looks good, and it seems to ride pretty good. And this might be one that you want to put on your short list. Now, I don't anticipate any other modifications besides just doing the handlebars. The seat feels fine. And everything else about it seems to be okay. The front forks, the front suspension seem to be doing a good job. Might have to do a little adjusting on the turny derailleur. But all in all, it feels like a pretty solid package. But let's get a full ride in here and see if anything crops up that I should be concerned about or that I want to make mention about. So what else is going on? Well, I've been watching a lot of videos lately of other creators, you know, talking about the e-bike industry, the unexpected bankruptcies, unexpected closures. And I kind of knew it was coming, not from the ones that did, like e-cells. I wasn't expecting that. But it just seemed like when all this tariff stuff came out that it would be a time that would weed out some of the bad players, bad actors, bad companies, if you know what I mean. The companies that were just doing money grabs. I think it did weed out a few of the bad ones that we don't want around anyways. But yeah, my advice, you know, search for red flags when you're researching an e-bike and you're researching the company. Search for things that just don't seem right, don't look right, don't feel right, and then just beware. I'm not going to really get into it more than that. That was I don't know what that was. But yeah, just do your research. When you're looking at their website, you know, don't ignore the grammatical errors in their information they're putting out. This just means that they're just not having somebody in English looking over their website, and look for other things too. Reviews from creators that they post on their website. They're just, over the top spectacular reviews. I think I might have said when I was researching one that I was thinking about reviewing, or actually I did review, and I regret that. I looked at where the company had posted reviews of supposedly their bike on their channel, on their website. And I watched one review where it was just they couldn't talk anything worse about the bike. And in the end, they threw the bike to the ground. I mean, literally threw the bike to the ground. But this creator, this YouTuber, was just a frickin' prima donna. Because one of the first things he said in the review is, there's a scratch on it. Don't they know that I'm a creator? They need to unpack this and have it in pristine condition before they send it to me. Well, first of all, I'm like, well, you know what? You need to get it just like the average customer gets it. If you're going to do a fair review, then do it that way. Oh, look to the left. I'll continue this a second. Right here. Might get a better look down there. This is the backside of Great America, the amusement park. Is it still recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. Good. This is like their little water park area. Maybe down over here we can get a little closer or get a better view of some of the roller coasters. Even though I only live about 8 miles away from this, I haven't been inside that park in probably 6 or 7 years. Maybe this year's a year to go, because this park has only got about 9 years left, and then it goes to the new owner of the property, and they plan on tearing it down so they could, of course, probably build more buildings, which is a shame because this is kind of like almost like a California landmark. It's been here forever. It's gone through several different companies. I think Six Flags owns it now, if I'm not mistaken. But they do all kinds of things here, like in the fall, when Halloween comes, they do a Halloween fright night, and then in the parking lot, they put up a lot of Christmas lights for the holidays. So it'd be a shame to actually see it go. Here's a kind of a little shot of a roller coaster. I'm not sure which one that is. I don't even know if it's even being used right now. Maybe they've just, oh yeah, there's people in line. Park is probably still opening up. And of course, to the right here is Levi Stadium. And believe it or not, I haven't even been to that stadium yet. It's just too expensive. I think they said it's like $60 for parking, which is outrageous. And of course, depending on the event you go to, that could be another couple $100 a person. Although, I may try and get some tickets. Let me do a little spin around here. May get some tickets for Morgan Wallen. He's going to be playing here, I think, in August. And all of us, my daughter, my wife, me, we like Morgan Wallen. when we were in Tennessee a few months ago. We went to his bar. I think it's Morgan Wallen's. I think it's called This Bar. And it was just a fantastic time. Oh, looky here. Maybe somebody else is going to be here soon. Metallica, 72 Seasons, World Tour. I can check and see if there's a Metallica concert. I won't be going to that. I like my hearing. This is actually a nice little ride. I've never ridden down this path before. It just takes you right up to the stadium. That's nice. Okay, I believe I need to go right to keep going towards the bay. Now, like I said in the last video, this is a cadence sensor. So a lot of easy pedaling. So if that's what you're looking for an easy pedaler bike, this is an easy pedaler. Now the one thing so far that I'm not liking very much is this display. It's hard to see with sunglasses on. I have polarized sunglasses on, and you can make it out, but once the sun hits it right on, it really fades. And sometimes I have to lift my sunglasses up some to see the screen. This should be the San Thomas Aquino Creek, if I'm not mistaken, because this is the San Thomas Aquino Creek Trail. Looks like the tide is out. Because I believe this is all salt water that comes in here. And then eventually meets up with some fresh water. Let's speed her up a little. I've gotten so used to trigger shifters that every time I try and shift on this bike, my finger keeps grabbing nothing until I realize it's on the top. Oh, yeah, look at it. That's nice. Look at it. Let's see. I don't know if anybody coming up behind me, but look at that nice little, kind of like almost like a lagoon over there. I'm sure it's off limits. They try and make a lot of things around here off limits. Oh, it's Taco Bell. Didn't know that one's there. May have to make a run for the border. Get some tacos to go. That bridge almost looks too low. Glad I got a helmet on. All right, what do we got over here? What are these businesses? I don't see any signage. Pretty nice looking buildings though. Should we let's do a little side exploring and see what's over here. Let's see. See if some security guard comes out and starts chasing me around. A little nice outdoor area for whoever works here. Stadium Cafe. Let's see what, go out front and see what business it says. Oh, Dell computers. Okay, we'll leave it. I don't like Dell. But They do have a nice area. All right, back to the trail. Let's get back on this road. Am I still recording? It's been going on for a little while now. Yeah, it is. I gotta check every once in a while because GoPro, after 15 minutes of recording, shuts down and then it's supposed to automatically restart. Just something in the software. But sometimes it doesn't restart. So you know what, just to avoid that, I'm gonna stop real quick. I'm gonna stop it. I love these remotes. And now we restart it. Let's go. Yeah, the life of a video creator. You just learn all the little ins and outs and the things you need to pay attention to. But yeah, so far, this has been a nice ride on this bike. I don't have any complaints. Where am I going now? I think I know. Let's see. I think I've been down that to get on the Bay Trail. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I think I'm going to go left. Yeah, I was a little worried about this seat, even though it's a comfort seat. Sometimes the ones the factory sends with the bike feel good in the beginning, but after 15-20 minutes it feels like all the padding is just packed down and you're just sitting on a couple bricks. So far I'm not feeling that. It's not the cushiest thing in the world, but it's not giving me any pains. And we want to cross the street here to keep going on the trail. Wait. Yeah, I'm going up on the sidewalk. As you can see, looks like the bike lane in it. There's a lot of crap down there I don't want to run over. I've been on this trail before, the Guadalupe River Trail. It's like a cool little town. Really old buildings. Kind of stuck in the past, which is cool. Still need some of those towns around. Little restaurants here and there. Oh yeah. Smell the stink. So I think this used to be kind of like a big fishing village, or where they would offload fish and process. But that's long gone. Now it's a protected preserve. I mean, you can see some of the old buildings, like right there. Right there. They'd probably be fun to explore. Looks like they're going to be putting gates in to make you pay. But here it is. Let's see if we can get a better look down here. Yeah, so far everything about this bike has worked great. No concerns, but there you go. Yeah, I can't go down there. That's for walking only. But you can see all that white. That's all the the salt because the tide is out right now. Tide is out and the stink is in. But yeah, straight ahead is San Francisco Bay. It's a little hazy. Usually you might be able to see some of the downtown skyline of downtown San Francisco from here, but it is a hazy day. All right, we've made it to El Vicio Marina County Park. The Puckipuppy Beagle 2 did a great job. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. My only real complaint was the visibility of the display when the sun's directly on it, wearing polarized sunglasses. Other than that, everything else on it seemed to work flawlessly. The brakes did great, the motor did great. You know, got the new handlebars on it, made it a lot more comfortable. But so far, second ride, no complaints whatsoever. Still love that color though. And it's a really nice looking design. But anyways, we're gonna head back, so you have a great day, great ride, great week, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.